The $1 trillion club getting a new member today. Nvidia becoming the first ever chip stock to reach that milestone. An astounding run for a stock that has just simply soared. What now, though, is the question. Is it time to take and protect some profits? Let's ask Requisite Capital's Bryn Talkington, who owns the stock, also a CNBC contributor. Bryn, welcome. It's nice to see you. How are you thinking about this? Are you tempted to take some chips off the table, and have you?
I have not. I have it positioned appropriately. And I think that, as I said last week, Nvidia was under-owned going into earnings. And boy, did we see how under-owned it was, because you have just seen such a massive pile-in of investors who haven't owned Nvidia, which has been a publicly traded company for 23 years. So I do think, though, the move in general has gone so fast. And I think it's gotten too fast, too quick, because, you know, Jensen said, Scott, on the call, that he thinks over the next 10 years, not over the next 2, he thinks that data centers essentially are going to be recycled and reclaimed using accelerated computing. But that's 10 years out. And I think ChatGPT captured all of our imaginations of what AI could do. It clearly captured Nvidia's market cap. But I think how companies monetize, how much double ordering was done with Nvidia, we just won't know. And so I do think that frenzy will happen. But once again, as we know, frenzies last way longer than all of us ever expect.
I just love to try and get into the mind of an investor. I think our viewers would really like to channel the same. I want you to listen to what Josh Brown, a longtime Nvidia investor, told us today on Halftime Report, as he said he trimmed a quarter of his position. Listen.
Basically, you have arguably the best stock in the world, but it's 46% above its 50-day moving average. That's the 6th highest reading ever. And you just have to say to yourself, how likely is it for there to be strong gains in the very short term from here? It's not impossible, but the likelihood of a reversal grows.
So explain to me, give me the psyche of somebody who loves the stock while at the same time suggesting, yeah, there's a bubble. How can one exist at the same time?
It's about managing your position, right? As I said in the beginning. So he still has 75% of the position. He sold 25. And so I think that long-term investors think that way just because it's so amazing what's happened. But if you look back, since Nvidia has been a publicly traded company, there have been 8 years where it's had a return of over 100%. And in fact, in 2001 and 2016, the stock was up 300 and 216% respectively. So we're still not even at those levels yet. And so I think this is what's hard to be a long-term investor in a company, is you have to know how to size the position, because so few people get that long-term return of stocks because they just can't believe it's going to continue to go on.
Yeah, let's bring in Stacy Rasgon now of Bernstein. He's one of the top chip analysts on the street to join the conversation. And we've been with him. We've been with you, Stacy, every step of the way here, before earnings, after earnings, and now we'll take the pulse of this whole thing yet again. Is the pulse speeding too fast? Do we need to slow things down?
Look, yeah, so there's going to be a controversy right now. The significant upside we're seeing right now is that I think you were kind of getting at, is it a pull forward like from next year or is it not? I don't think we know yet. That being said, I think it's definitely not a pull forward over the next few quarters. Like they're clearly having upside to demand. They're clearly having upside to demand in the second half. They just guided $11 billion for Q2. Knowing Nvidia, they probably think they can beat that number. I would not be surprised to see numbers continue to go up in the near to medium term. And then look, even if we get a pull forward or digestion, it will undoubtedly happen at some point. This is a company, their business does have digestion cycles. We've seen them before. We will see it again. But I think it's hard to argue that the opportunity in front of them is not large and that we are not early. We are clearly early. This has just begun. I think the opportunity is enormous. I think we are at a paradigm shift in terms of how data centers and other things are architected. And if you're looking out 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, I remain convinced that the upside is still considerably much more in front of us than it is behind us. Over the next year, into next year, I guess we can worry about next year when we get into next year, but at least for the next several quarters, my guess is numbers go higher, right? Not lower.